Thank you, Mr. President. I ask you to consent to dispense with the quorum.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is becoming a regular appearance on the Senate floor to talk about Social Security, and it's something that most Americans think that Congress supports almost unanimously. It's a program that's been with us. President Roosevelt on August 14th, 1935, signed the Social Security Act. Out of that came Medicare, when a Democratic Congress in 1965 with President Johnson's signature signed it. We know what Medicare means. We know what Social Security means for people to live longer, healthier lives, no matter your income, no matter if you've been a senator for 20 years, no matter if you're a CEO, no matter if you're a UAW member and at a Ford plant in Avon, no matter if you're a low-income worker at the Hilton Hotel on West Market in Akron, no matter your work, that you are eligible at a certain age for Social Security and Medicare. So what's the debate about? Well, the debate is philosophical, and I'm not even sure what. It's partly my conservative colleagues who generally want to privatize Medicare and Social Security. For them, it seems to be something philosophic or ideological, or sometimes it's just people wanting to support the insurance industry. Because if you privatize Medicare and Social Security, yeah, it'll help the insurance companies. Yeah, it'll help the banks. If you privatize the VA, like many want to do, Veterans Administration, undermining what veterans have earned by serving their country, it may help some private sector corporations. It'll help pad their bottom line. It will help many CEOs make even more money, but it's wrong because, Mr. President, when work has dignity, people have a secure retirement. Veterans have benefits, pensions are protected, Americans can count on Medicare and count on Social Security. A secure retirement shouldn't be a partisan issue. It wasn't a partisan issue particularly in the 1930s. It's not a partisan issue to the American people. I don't think you can tell a Republican from a Democrat who's 70 years old or 80 years old drawing Social Security and Medicare. They know they've earned it. They paid into it for decades, and as I said, they've earned it. It's one of the most unifying institutions in the country. Americans want to protect Social Security and Medicare. They want to make those programs stronger. Americans do, but elected officials, far too many people on this side of the aisle, as the senator from Connecticut knows, far too many people from this side of the aisle think that we should privatize those programs. They'll be more efficient, or some such philosophical jargon that they throw forward. But we know what will happen is insurance companies will make more money, banks will make more money, and people who have worked in this country and played by the rules all their lives get squeezed. They're threatening. So today, down the hall, especially, Mr. President, straight down the hall in the House of Representatives down there, the Republicans are threatening to raise the debt limit. In order to raise the debt limit, which is, the debt limit is simply, we should pay our bills. We've run, the Trump administration and all administrations have run this deficit up. We should pay the bills. That's what it's about. They're refusing to pay the bills our nation owes, and they're saying that if we don't do what they want to do, then they're going to stop Social Security checks from going out. They're going to try to privatize Social Security. They want to take this country and the American economy to the brink of default. They want to leverage their fiscal lunacy. It really is leveraging their fiscal lunacy, frankly, to cut your Social Security. It's that simple. Then, as I said, there's privatizing Social Security. The details differ. The terms may change, but the goal's the same. And I've been in the Senate now. This is my beginning of my last part of my third term. This is my 17th year. And every couple of years, few of the wunderkinds on that side of the aisle want to try to find a way to privatize Social Security, privatize Medicare, and privatize the Veterans Administration. It's nothing less than an attempt to go back on a bedrock promise. The senator from Nevada understands that people pay into Social Security every paycheck. They pay into Medicare every pay. Well, that's not actually true. If you're really, really, really rich, you only pay into Social Security for the first part of the year because you've already paid enough for the year, and some philosophy that I don't really understand. But it's a bedrock promise to all of us. You pay in, for all of us. You pay in, you get those benefits. Last year, I introduced a resolution. The senator from Nevada co-sponsored it, affirming the Senate's commitment to protecting and expanding Social Security. It was pretty simple. It simply said, we affirm, we pledge we will protect Social Security and Medicare from any kinds of cuts from the far right that doesn't believe in the program. Almost every Democrat signed on, not one Republican signed on, not one Republican committed to our promise, recommitted to our promise to the American people. If you work hard all your life, Social Security will be there for you. So Americans shouldn't have to worry that politicians, secure with their government pensions, are going to try to take away their retirement. I urge my colleagues to do what the American people want us to do overwhelmingly. They want us to protect and expand Social Security and Medicare. And as I said, Madam President, just look down the hall in the House of Representatives. There's a new majority there, a new majority controlled by the far right of what used to be a pretty centrist Republican Party from the far right, that whenever they try to privatize Social Security and Medicare, they get all kinds of contributions from the right wing and from Wall Street and from some big healthcare companies and some big energy companies and all that. And it's wrong. We know it's wrong. We know whether it's Nevada, whether it's Las Vegas or Cleveland, whether it's Reno or Columbus, whether it's Carson City or Dayton, we know that overwhelmingly people in this country want a strong Social Security that will always be there for our kids and our grandkids and our great-grandkids. They want a Medicare that will provide health care to people regardless of your wealth, regardless of your income, regardless of your station in life. That's my pledge. I know the senators that are on the floor from Connecticut and Nevada also support that commitment and pledge. It's where we are as a country. It's not, unfortunately, where so many of my colleagues sit. Madam President, I yield the floor.